What's going on, everyone? My name is Johnny Bandon and I'm your CCNA instructor for this CCNA video series. In this video series, or in this video, we're going to do the introduction to our next section, which is IP services. So in this section, we're going to go over stuff that we need to make a fully functioning domain, to have better network management, and also just general services that we want to implement on our network. So what we've gone over so far, right, is really switching and routing. And now we're going to move into some more, not going to necessarily say complex, but extra things that we need on our domains. So these extra things being like DHCP to make our life easier, DNS, which we need for that host to IP resolution, SNMP, TFTP, FTP, QoS. A lot of things that aren't necessarily needed on your network for connectivity, but they are services that are commonly deployed. It's what the CCNA exam wants you to know about. So let's go ahead and take a look at our CCNA exam objectives. Let me move this out of the way. So if we look here, zoom in, we're going over section 4 of the CCNA exam objectives, which is only 10%, but it's kind of, and it's funny to me because this is, in my opinion, a lot of technology to learn in just one section. They're not asking for anything deep, but as far as I can tell from past students, this was a section that everyone struggled on, probably because it's just one line for DHCP and DNS. And knowing Cisco, they probably added a lot more than just explain the role of DHCP into the exam. So we're going to try to take not necessarily a deep dive in each of these topics, but we're going to cover what I believe will help you succeed in your exam. And also go over some real world stuff, because this is all stuff that I've seen on every network, one flavor or another. Like definitely NAT is used everywhere, has to be if you're using IPv4. Network timing protocol is definitely needed a lot, and especially for like security and stuff like that, our timing needs to be synced. Of course, DHCP, DNS is needed, right, for users to communicate on the internet. And then we'll get into this other stuff. Another important one is QoS, because I feel like this is a topic my students have struggled with in the past because there is so much to go over. Like as you can see here, they want you to go over classification, marking, queuing, congestion, policing, and shaping. And within those categories of QoS, we can go pretty deep if we wanted to, right? And then SSH, we've been doing this whole time, setting up SSH on our network devices, but we'll do a little video on that, a little deep dive. And then of course, TFTP and FTP, how we can use these file transfer protocols in our network to back up iOS images, to transfer files from a router to a computer, or maybe a server to our router and switch. So this is going to be what we go over in this section 6, all these IP services. And if you've been keeping with us on our entire CCNA series, you know that we're close to done. Once we get through IP services, we just got these security fundamentals and automation and programmability. Again, this section right here is going to be very important for us up and coming network engineers, right? Something that I've noticed on a lot of interviews lately for you guys getting into the field is companies wanting you to be familiar with automation, especially at the junior level. Just be familiar and to understand the automation and programmability. But okay, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for viewing, and then stay tuned as we go over IP services. Thank you.